Welcome back, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. For those that are returning, thank you so much. I missed you guys. It's been a while, obviously. I've been going through a lot personally, in many ways. So I'm doing the best I can to keep up with this channel. So I really thank you for your support and sticking with me. To those that are new, thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm going to do your December 2018 reading, but the energies are going to start from now. So I guess you could say it's, a 6-week reading, but I'm going to pull, I'm going to do 10 cards, 10 card spread, and then I have my clarification deck here, both of which decks have been cleansed by frankincense. For those of my subscribers that have been with me for a while, they already know how I get down with frankincense. But anyways, I do smoke pot as well. It's not the purpose of the channel, but definitely feel free to smoke with me. So we're going to get ready to shuffling up right now. Holy Spirit, thank you for your love and protection and guidance at all times. Please guide this reading for my Capricorns for December 2018. Please have the energy start from now. And please provide them with the guidance that they need. Any encouragement, any guidance for any trials or tribulations they're going through. Any exciting news we can give to our Capricorns for the upcoming holiday season. Any support they need for love, personal growth, career, let's support them and give that to them at this time. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We're nothing without you. All right, Capricorns, one more time here. And this is for your December 2018 love and general reading. Let's get into it. Overall energy. Knight of Wands. What's going on? Now, this could mean a lot of things. A lot of readers, they see this right away and they think cheater. But to me, this could also represent a creative blockage, or the decision to not proceed forward in a creative endeavor. Maybe feeling that you might be feeling a bit spiritually confused, maybe struggling spiritually to move forward or grow or elevate or go through your personal ascension process. It could be just feeling a bit of a blockage at this time. This could be your energy. Yes, this could be an energy that is also in its shadow side. So it could be cheating, sleeping around, being promiscuous, things of that nature. But yeah, this could mean a lot of things. But let's get into it, okay? Okay, let's get into it, my Capricorns. I want to, instead of going into it chronologically at first, I want to give it an aerial view. I really want to interpret it and see the synchronicities for what they are at first glance, okay? First thing I see is I see a lot of major arcana. I pulled 10 cards. 5 of them are major arcana. Okay, you have the Emperor in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the High Priestess upright, the Devil, and the Magician in reverse. I'm going to show you the cards. Now know that they're going to be opposite to you. So this High Priestess looks in reverse to you. It's really upright because I'm doing the reading. But I want you to take a look at the cards because a lot of my readers know how to interpret cards themselves. and can draw their own messages from these cards here. Okay. So, as you saw, there's a lot of major arcana. And it's funny, where you're at now, some of my Capricorn might be going through a hard time right now, which might be the reason why you're watching these videos. Some of you might be struggling with a parent, a father in particular. If it isn't a father, it could be the father figure in the in your family. That there's some misfortune surrounding at this time, and I think you have intuitive knowledge about this. You have intuitive knowledge about this. You're aware of the misfortune surrounding this person. Now, when it comes to only the Emperor and the Empress, do I really, really feel it's gender specific. And the reason why I say that is because the female, the Empress, most of the classic decks will depict her as being pregnant. So, because we have the Emperor here in reverse, I do believe this is a man. Whether you are male or female watching, I do believe this is a man that this misfortune is surrounding. Now, this could be your man, or it could be your father. But this misfortune, you are not experiencing yourself, is the energy I'm getting. Because this High Priestess in the picture, if you look closely, you see how she's looking to the side? Okay? She's looking directly at this Wheel of Fortune in reverse and this Emperor in reverse. She's looking at it side-eye with her book like, I've written this down. I knew this a long time ago. I researched this. I told you this. I knew this. I anticipated this. And I believe that this Emperor energy in reverse is purposely ignoring you or possibly being nasty towards you at this time. If this male energy is being nasty towards you, if this is a if this is a man watching, it could be your father. It could still be your partner. Could be a brother, but more likely it could be an older brother that you feel raised you, going through misfortune and treating you kind of nasty. But the reason why I don't believe this is your misfortune in per se, I mean, it is your misfortune in the sense of it's close to you, right? But you aren't in reverse. Capricorn, you're not in reverse. And I feel this High Priestess is your energy, because it's right above the Devil, which is your energy. Okay? And if you look at the Devil, that red light surrounding his head, that's knowledge. And that is red, reflective of, I believe, the root chakra. And I forget the reader that was doing the chakras. Somebody please write it in the comments. There's a reader, damn it. She's so good, and she starts referencing the chakra colors, and that really resonated with me. So I'm trying to remember to do that. And whoever remembers, I'm begging you to put it in the comments. If not, I will, when I remember, I'll put it in the comments, or I'll put it in the description. Either way, this is knowledge of what these people want, and they are bonded because of this understanding of what keeps them together in this world, in this earthly realm. Okay? And I think with the intuition above it, go and lay down, please. Right now. Your place. Go lay down in your place. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. But under the Emperor now, okay, under the Emperor in reverse, I have the Three of Cups. This could, of course, be indicative of a third-party relationship, okay? But what I'm seeing is this possibly being an overindulgence in alcohol causing this misfortune to this emperor. And it's this emperor's duty, and what I believe you've been trying to support this emperor do, is come out of this karmic tie, which you being the devil energy have an understanding of how to support them to do that. You have an inner understanding of how to disconnect and connect these bondages by nature. And if you don't, it's something you need to exercise by nature. You should have control, or you have the inner control, whether you're in control or not. You have the natural ability to be a master of that. And when you become a master, you can chain and unchain yourself to this tree at any given time. Because what this card doesn't depict is how these people got there. Because as far as I'm concerned, the devil's been sitting there that whole time in that tree. How did they come along? So I see some of you looking to support either a partner or a father, brother, male dominant figure, somebody who's provided in the past or was of like a father figure who is not playing that role and going through a difficult time. And I see you trying to be very generous and supportive to them, because you know instinctually with the high priestess, whether male or female, that they need your help. Why? Because this book represents a certain level of knowledge or understanding. So some of you might have struggled with alcoholism or overindulgence or depression, and know how to help this person come out of that. And you're trying to help them. They might be resisting that, but you're being quite generous with them. You're being as generous. You're trying to create balance for them. Some of you might be trying to get somebody a job and thinking, okay, if they just go back to work, things will be better for them. The problem with that is when somebody doesn't manifest that for themselves, meaning they didn't manifest you're manifesting this for them, they don't keep it. They don't keep it. They won't respect it. They won't cherish it. I mean, they'll blow the opportunity is what I'm trying to say. Okay? So we'll do clarification, but that might be what is causing this for you. You might be so busy worrying about somebody in your life and the misfortune going on in their life. And this is in the current energies, okay? But I think for a lot of you, whether this is a partner or a father or a brother, an older brother in particular, one, but not just an older brother, but somebody who's been like raised the younger siblings or some shit like that, they're going through a bad time, a hard time, and a lot of misfortune. And I see your supporting of them and the efforts that you're putting forth to try to bring them stability is negatively impacting your own creativity. It could be impacting your sex life. It could have you being emotionally unavailable to your partner if this isn't your partner. It could actually have you feeling, if this is your partner, it's affecting your sex life. You guys aren't being intimate. You guys are, fighting. You might even be considering stepping out of your relationship, or you believe your partner is already stepping out of their relationship. But I see you as looking at this like it's an experience outside of yourself. I think you're very aware that this misfortune was caused by this person's own lack of growth and their own addictions and their own bondages. and that there's only so much you can do to help this person if they're not going to manifest this for themselves. Because I do see you coming to the conclusion once you help them, because look at the bottom here, I've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and then the Magician. It's like you go in with an offer, all these cups get spilled all over the biggest mess, and then you're like, you know what, fuck this shit. We're done trying here. If for those of you that are anticipating or wanting to put your neck out on the line, maybe to get somebody a job at somewhere where there's a potential that, like, you don't want to jeopardize your own stability. You'll both drown. You'll both drown. I promise you. And you'll drown in a lot of water, because a lot of tears and a lot of sorrow, because 7 cups of water makes a big ass pot. It's a lot of water. So I just be careful, Caps. Be careful, my Caps. Okay. You know, I know that you guys are very loyal and can really show up for people, but master the ability, and a lot of my Capricorns already know this by nature, when to disconnect. And I think some of you are reflecting on past experiences, maybe with other people or this person in particular, that's making you feel like, yeah, I really do need to step back. Because I've either tried in the past and it hasn't worked and caused problems, whatever help. If this is a relationship and this is your partner, the father of your children, husband, this is this is probably an issue that you had for a while. It's getting to a point now where you're not going in reverse with them. So when they go to this dark place, because the Wheel of Fortune is upside down, and so is this Emperor. So the Emperor is following this misfortune, or the wheel is following this Emperor. And you are just watching it. You are not going around. You don't match this scene. You just don't. Now, if this is your energy and you are feeling like the Emperor unstable, the Emperor is fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but regardless of that, there's lots of signs here, all of them, if anything. But there is heavy Sagittarius energy, but that could also be reflective of Sagittarius season, which is what we are coming upon or just entering. So, like I said, I asked the Holy Spirit to start this reading from now. So we're just going into Sagittarius season. So this could very, very much be reflective, just confirmation that this is what's happening in this season. This misfortune is what's happening in this season. It's fated. It's this person is being pushed to look at their own Wheel of Fortune and turn it upright. And there's only so much you can do, babe. There's only so much you can do for somebody if they're not willing to do for themselves. They have to be willing to show up for themselves. You can't be showing up for them every time and no one's there. What? And for those of you that this is your father, this wheel is tethered to you too. Because you need, and it's funny because I believe you're closing a karmic cycle because you're upright. I think you're understanding how your father and his karmic ties have negatively impacted you. And you're deciding to no longer go on the fucking merry-go-round no more, because you have your own karmic wheel to respect and to support and to challenge and to push and to keep in the upright position, even though what's fated is fated, and that's what's beautiful. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is destiny. What's fated for whether good or bad. Okay, let's get some clarification. Spirit, can we clarify? Well, I got the Knight of Pentacles twice. Once upright, once in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is the father of your children or your actual father. Somebody who at one point might have really pulled their weight, supported your household, bought everything, but they're really not doing well. I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I think there is a need, or in the process of really if this is alcohol related, or like somebody's like an alcoholic or indulging in too much drugs or alcohol or something, there's all these fucked up things that they've done because they've done too much of it. So they've treated people certain ways or behaved certain ways or gotten themselves into shit because they were too wasted or too fucking fucked up. There's an awareness of that. Either yourself is having of this person, saying, wow, you know, this is what's really caused this. Like, this person needs to really, that's why they did that. Or, oh my God. Some of you might just be realizing that your partner, or if this is you, you might just be realizing you have a problem. If you are the Emperor in reverse here, you might just be realizing yourself that, oh my gosh, I have a problem. And the issues and the Seven of Swords, so all this fucked up, these behaviors, the cheating, the stealing, the lying, the manipulation, it was all because of this instability I was currently going through. It could be even a third-party relationship, indulging in, you know, too many people and lying about it and not being upfront about it, or just an overindulgence, right, that causes an imbalance and then results in fucked up behavior. And then, yeah, the Seven of Wands. So there is a lack of stability here, a complete lack of stability surrounding this individual. And again, you know, let's clarify this High Priestess. Wow. I just have, for a lot of you, if it is the father of your children, it could very well be a third-party relationship. We've got 2 3s on the board here, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this could very well be that this Emperor in reverse has broken your heart because they're dealing with multiple people, and it's causing huge stability in your home. Some of you might know they're bound to somebody else, and that causing a lot of misfortune. But I'll be honest, I just feel like this is your energy here. It's you bound to trying to get them out of this place. And I think it's a place that somewhere in life you have been. And I don't want you to feel tethered to save this person, because it's impossible. We all have to show up to save ourselves. Now, there's, of course, you know, you're with your family, you support them, you love them, you do what you can, you show up. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, when it comes to these kind of bondages, when it comes to this kind of fated stuff that's in their life contract, the soul contracts type, there's nothing you could really do but either delay or speed up the process for the person. But if it's meant for them to end this karmic cycle of bad behaviors, cheating, lying, and severe drug abuse and alcohol abuse, then, you know, you're going to get, with the Knight of Pentacles here, this is an unstable energy. And it clarified the Emperor. And I feel like the reason why it came out the second time in reverse is because I think, and it's in the same, around the same energies as the Magician, I think that this Emperor is pretending to have their shit together. This Emperor is pretending to be, you know, this Knight of Pentacles going forward, but they're not. They're not. They're not. Okay, and it's really putting a toll on you. The lack of cooperation, the third party situation, the drama that is associated with this unbalanced male energy in your life, father figure, I'd like to say, because I guess it could be, I would say, male father figure. It's really causing a certain level of heartbreak and emotional instability. And with this being the ace, if it is your father, it's really pulling on some deep rooted childhood wounds for you. You know, and you're really trying to do for your parent what your own parent probably has never done for you. But you know you're the wiser energy. And if you're not aware, okay, if you are in that dynamic, it's most likely in your past lifetime, your father or mother was your child. And you failed them in a way you did not do for them. Their soul and the condition of it is actually a reflection of how you treated them in the past life. And part of your karmic cycle is to be the child and understand from the parent's perspective, or understand from the child's perspective. So it balances out this energy, right? So either way, there's only so much you can do for this energy. And I hope that my Capricorns understand how important it is to heal themselves and to remain whole and self-loved, okay, in a time when the person you depended on at a period of time, or maybe is still depending on, and that's where you might be feeling, but I don't see instability with your energy. I just see you being quite, I think it's because, yeah, I've got the Queen of Swords upright, the High Priestess upright, the Queen of Swords upright, and smack dab in the middle is your energy. It's because you've probably, this is not your first rodeo with this person. You have an understanding. It's just hurting you at this time emotionally. It's causing some emotional hurt, but I see stability on your side, Capricorn. I see you knowing that this person is in a bad place. I see you being well aware that they are not in the right space. However you want to interpret or resonate with that. Yeah, you. This is you. Wow. Your energy. Wow. This is beautiful. And I have the Knight again. And that's where I'm going to stop, because this, we stop where we started. This was your overall energy. Remember, it was in reverse. Comes back upright. You're passionate again. Because you know, listen, you can do what you can't, like, you can support somebody. It's detaching from them being in the state that they're in and it being because of you in some way. I didn't love them enough. I wasn't the good enough kid. I wasn't a good enough wife. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. No. This is a reflection of their lack of instability and the pain they're dealing with inside and how they're trying to figure that shit out. And somewhere during mid-December, you figure that out. You go from feeling heartbroken to completely feeling great. Now, listen, for those of you who resonate with that a bit, but you really feel like they are genuine, that this is a genuine effort, then your 10 of Cups is because of their recovery. It could be. I don't see that far. I don't see that far, and I feel like I've pulled enough cards. So I have to interpret what's here. And I see extreme happiness going into the new year for you. And I have to be honest, I don't know exactly how you get there from how you're feeling now. and what's going on with this energy in your home or in your family. But what I do know is it's most likely due to you being in your rightful energy, upright, strong. This is the card of Capricorn. Okay? Upright. And this is just, to me, your energies and your meditation and understanding of the bondage you have to this emperor, and the intuition and the knowledge and the research that you've done to understand that. And then, of course, all the abuse that you took and the strength that you've had knowing you've survived it and that you know the truth and you're not fucking around. And then the passion comes back and you're creative again, and whatever blockages you were feeling, in November, you are not feeling them anymore. So I'm pretty sure it's your energy and manifestation that brings you happiness. I believe that this 3 of Pentacles is your cooperation with yourself. With regards to this emperor, for those of you that resonate, look at, if it is, your husband, I want to say this. Many of us are ill in many different ways, whether you're aware of it or like to be or not. Mental illness, I'm not going to go there, but we all have it in some form or fashion. It's just we label it in such a harsh way to make it something like this instead of an understanding that we can cure and compass and heal. This emperor is looking at this 10 of Pentacles, right? They're both in reverse, but if you look at it upright, to him, it's reversed to me, to us, reading this reading, but to this emperor, what does this 10 look like? So in all fairness to this emperor, who's looking at something incorrect, this emperor is looking at the abundance he used to have and can no longer maintain. He might be looking at his glory days. He might be not realizing that he's drained his resources and his abundance, and he's still looking at it as if it's there, and you're looking at it like, no, it's not. I've got the book. I've got the bank book, and the bill, this says otherwise. And she's looking at him like, I just don't, for my Capricorns, I just don't see you, I see you being emotionally hurt by watching someone in your life suffer. And if you are going through suffering, it's because of what you're giving to them. And it's not a question of feeling like you're getting it back. It's more of a question of, is it working? Is the support that I'm giving this person in this dark time, is it working? And because you instinctually know, there's no doubt in hell, that this person is going through some shit. And I think that's why you're trying to be compassionate and generous with them, giving them your time, maybe even money. And I think you realize, though, come the end of the month, that that's not working and that you need to pull back from that. Because if this person, in reverse or not, it's still an emperor. Don't be afraid of this person's ability to take care of themselves unless we're talking about this misfortune being of sickly in nature. This person is ill, bedridden. I'm not talking about that. This person is if it is the father of your children, or somebody that you want to be the father of your children with and has been supporting you in some kind of way and being a protector and a caregiver and a provider to you. I really see you trying your best to support them, and then realizing that you've done what you can. Not that you're going to drop them or disappear. I don't see that. I just see you no longer doing what it was you're doing. Maybe that was giving them money. If it is, you're no longer doing it. And now all of a sudden, you've cut a negative tie. You haven't cut the bond to them. No. You've cut a negative tie. And all of a sudden, you're feeling your groove back. And you're seeing your strength. And you're knowing that your intuition told you this from time and was going to lead you, because I love how she is looking to the side. Like, it's the funniest thing. I personally identify with the high priestess. Every chick wants to be I'm a queen. I'm like, really? Well, I know by birthright, my whole mission in this world is to be a high priestess, but that's a whole other point. But anyway, beautiful things. I do see partnership. Now, I want to address this, okay? For those of you that this is a father figure or the father of your children, I do see somebody new potentially coming in. Somebody that you might have been that you might have put on the back burner for a while. This could be someone that you didn't manifest. Like, you haven't been thinking about love or relationship at all. And you've been dealing with this father or the father of your kids or your ex-husband or, whoever, and being really consumed by this dark time that they're going through that's so close to home that you don't even see that this is coming. And you're like, I didn't even ask the universe for this right now. Like, I wasn't even, but it's coming in. We've got the 10 and the 2 that came up after the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, that's why I think that there's a possibility you might have rejected this person if it is somebody but haven't dated, or you might reject this person when they do come, and it might really hurt their feelings, and it just might be because you're so consumed. But that's what I'm trying to address. It's okay to be there for those that you love, but you cannot let them drag you down, because then everyone dies. When you go on the airplane and they tell you, put your mask on before you put your kid's mask on, because before you put your kid's mask on, you're going to be knocked out. You're not going to breathe. You're not going to make it. You're going to put their mask on, you're going to die, and then, your kid's left there to fend for themselves with their oxygen mask. So that's kind of the case here. You do not want that to happen to you. And if somebody does come in wanting a little bit of your time, you need to give them attention to evaluate if it's worth doing that. And not just be like, well, I'm busy with what I've got going on and it's so much and I can't do it. Because you might really end up hurting this person's feelings because they have taken their time to come to you with this offer. It wasn't something they thought of overnight. So for you to flippantly shut them down will hurt them. So this heartbreak could be theirs. But I do see it coming back. And I do believe that's because when you disconnect from this energy that's depleting the family, the stability, your stability, you get your passion back, right? And then you can come back and say, hey, wait. No, look, the cup that you dashed on the floor and was like, I have yours and mine. Can we Run off in the sun together? Yeah? Oh my god, wicked! You guys like that? That's funny. So, um, be open to the people that come in your life, that resurface, that try to extend themselves to you in the same ways that you've been extending yourself to this emperor in the reverse, who's going through this unstable energy. This could even be dangerous, to be honest. And they're looking at things all wrong. They're depleting the resources, the households. They're not being stable at all. They're lying, they're cheating, they're deceiving, and trying to come out of this energy, but not, putting in truths and then some lies, because they're really going through their own bad place. Could be due to alcohol indulgence, instability, addictions with sex, booze, all of that kind of stuff, but in excess. And yeah, when you decide, okay, I can no longer help you more than I have or than I'm willing to here. If you can't meet me here, I can't go any deeper in the shadows with you. Boom, all of a sudden, your direction and your clarity, you might even think of this person and be like, wow, all of a sudden I've been thinking about this person for the past 2-3 weeks. You might be surprised with what consumes your attention when you disconnect from that energy, because you're completely bonded to it, but you're very well aware. If this is resonating with you, you're aware of who I'm talking about when it comes to this male energy that is toxic, possibly violent, destructive, in just a really dark place, and looking at their whole life and the situation wrong, and you looking at it and saying, I'm not going on that fucking roller coaster with you this time. This is part of you ending your own karmic cycle, right? And this is fantastic. We started where we ended, or ended where we started. How you're feeling, maybe the lack of this negativity, what it's bringing on to you, the burden it's bringing on to you, you drop it and you become light again and you're ready to go. And I think you might revisit somewhere where you've been, or you might completely attract somebody new. But for those that are single looking for love, you got to make room for it, guys. All right? You really got to make room for it. You okay? You really got to make sure you make room for it. We're going to go. I'm wrapping it up. So yeah, make room for it and be very careful with the feelings around you for somebody. If somebody does come to you, expressing themselves or offering themselves to you, I get it. You're going through a lot, but just be mindful. Okay, Capricorns, because you guys aren't always so open about what it is you're going through, so they might not understand why you're being so, you're shutting them down. They might not understand. So be careful with that, and stay in this beautiful energy, the solid energy of the High Priestess upright and the Queen of Swords. I want you guys to stay in this energy, and don't forget the passion, the love. Okay? Don't forget this. It's so important. Okay? So yeah, that's your reading, guys, for December, from now until December. I'm really going to try to get out a yearly reading in January. I want to do it live. I think it'll be so fun. And then I want to have like a chat going, because it'll be long, right? So people can join the chat, and I'll do like only one a day or something, because it'll be long as fuck. But yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. I love you guys. I get a lot of good energy from you guys that really helps me. So thank you, my fellow light workers. I love you. Let your little inner angels live. And I'll see you in the holiday season. Ciao.